Good morning, everyone. It's wonderful to see you again. So if you're ready, we're going to start standing this morning. So come up onto your feet for me, please. Okay, now you can hold on to the wall. That's absolutely fine. It's not cheating. Or you can try hands on hips. You decide, okay? I'll start with holding on to the wall. Now all I need you to do is pick your right leg up. That's it, bring the knee up. Lovely, and we're just going to let it drop and swing. Drop and swing like this. Very good. All right, so we're just sort of warming up the hip, up into the hip flexors here. Lovely, okay? So we're just going to bring it up, and then we're going to lengthen the leg out in front and tap gently on the floor. Pick the leg up, we're going out and tap. Pick up and tap. Pick up, we're going behind, so it's into the hip. And then we go right behind, we cross right behind. You get that sort of like peachy buttock. All right, and we're going out and tap, just working it back. Beautiful. Lovely. Then we're going to cross and out. So we are going to swing, but it's slow. Slow. There we go. Hello, Christine. Wonderful. Good. And foot down. Wiggle out the hips. Good. Because you could feel the supporting hips working as well as the leg that we were actually moving. So let's do the other side. You can still be holding on, or maybe you want to turn around and do the other side. I'm going to do it hands on hips. For those of you that are feeling like you'd quite like to work on your balance a little bit more. So we're going to bring the knee up. Okay, now swing. Now I'm on a rug, and this rug is quite challenging because it's quite thick and uneven. So if you're on a spongy surface and there's a stone floor or floorboards behind you, stand on that. It's much easier on a harder surface. There we go. And then we're going to lift up and then lengthen out. We're going to tap down, pick up, out to the side a smidge. And again, can you feel the hip moving? And behind, you can feel the buttock kicking in. And then try and cross it right behind. It's like we're just about to start a curtsy. That's it. And then work it back. Right. Now we get to the front here, and we're going to go across. But I'm going to lift the leg up, and I'm going to go out and across. Out and across. Well done. That's beautiful. Then foot on the floor and wiggle out. So it's our hips, and if this is our core, this is our girdle. So it's the girdle muscles that were kicking in. You could feel it, they were aching, having to support the other leg whilst it was working. So wonderful. So now we want hands together, and can you take a beautiful, slow, deep breath in as you reach up? So a lovely stretch through your torso. Breathe out, open your arms out and draw them down. Feel the shoulders drawn down, stretching along the top of your shoulders up into your neck. Let's go again. Breathe in and reach up. Breathe out and open out. All the way down with those arms and roll your shoulders. Very good. Okay, listen to your shoulders. Maybe they're clunking, scrunching, fizzing and popping. They do that. And we're going to shake it down. Lovely. Now, can you, without any effort, okay, just let the shoulders rise up towards your ears, but we're not tensing. Okay, so just take a breath in. And now, as you breathe out, just let them fall. Good. Okay, and again, let them come up towards your ears. Breathing in. Breathe out and let them fall. I love it. One more time, please. Going up, breathe in, and drop. Breath out. Perfect. Okay, let's take the feet out wider. Very good. And now here, we're just going to twist and swing around, allowing the arms to throw around and bash up against you. So loose and floppy with the arms. Need you to be really relaxed from your shoulders all the way down to your elbows, to your wrists, out through your finger and thumbs. Lovely. You can actually feel the hand sort of bash up against your back, your buttock. And you can move as freely as you want, as you're comfortable with. Well done. And then gently back to the middle. And we're going to walk our feet in. A lot of this is actually very similar to the warm-up that I'll do in the Pilates class. And this bit is as well. So we're going to roll down, but the first thing we're going to do is hands together, breathe in and reach up. Breathe out and open the arms out again. Well done. Hands come down. And now from here, we actually slouch. And you can soften your knees a little bit just to release your back. Drop your head down. Well done. And we're going to slowly start to roll down towards the floor. But at any time, you can stop. And for some of you, you might be much more comfortable in your back if you just rest your hands on your knees. Okay? But for others, we'll be okay as long as we take it slow and steady and hang down. Shake your head loose. Let your hair tumble over. Okay? Now, it doesn't matter if you can't touch the floor. You might be here, hanging. That's actually a lot harder on the lower back. So soften the knees if you need to, okay? Now, what I'm going to ask you to do is bend both knees, breathe in, breathe out, and lengthen your legs back into your stretch for the hamstrings at the back. We're going to go again, bend your knees, breathe in, and breathe out, and stretch the legs. One more time, please. Now, if you're here, resting your hands on your knees, you're just doing the same. You're bending your knees, and you're straightening them to your point of comfort. Okay? But now, can you walk out on your hands into downward dog for me, please? A triangular shape with our body. Bottom up in the air. Lift up with your tailbone. Lengthen down with your legs. Again, some of us, the back and the hamstrings just aren't going to allow us to get our legs straight. So you might be like this. That's okay, that's fine. We're going to walk it through. Going to bend one knee after the other. Just gently pressing the heel towards the floor, but also focusing on lifting up with the tailbone at the same time. So we can feel that connection from the heel all the way up into the tailbone. Beautiful movement. Well done. Now stretch down through both. Heels don't have to touch the floor. They're just heading that way. Head still hanging down. I'm pushing through the heels of my hands. So I've got a bit of a stretch going on in my upper back. It's a bit like the puppy pose, that stretch that we do. Same sort of area. Let's breathe in. Wonderful. Now breathe out. Bending your knees and slowly come down onto all fours. Wonderful. That was really good. You can pop your hands in a fist here if you're comfortable. Let's do our cat stretch. I want us to, again, really focus on just the tailbone, okay? We've done this before. So we're tucking the tailbone under, and that's it. That's the initial stretch, okay? So you go there. It's all across our lower back in a good way, hopefully. It might take a bit of coaxing if it's feeling really stiff today. Let's go all the way up. Lovely curve. So now maybe the stretch has moved to your mid-back. Can you feel your shoulder blades sort of spread apart? Head hangs down. We don't need to be tense in the neck there. Can you take a breath in for me, please? That's it, and breathe out, coming down into a flat back. Beautiful. Wagging of the dog tail. Hitch one hip up into your waist. And the other side. Now we've been doing lots of stretch classes together. So things start to become a bit more familiar if you've been doing it regularly with me. You start to think, yes, I know what she's going to do next. Or you might actually start to find certain things that you like to do that your body responds well to. To the middle here. Now we're going to slide both arms away and we're going to go into a puppy pose. So slide the arms away, drop your chest down, bottom up in the air. Stay here for a moment. Now you know sometimes we do single puppy pose. That might be an option if you've got one shoulder that's difficult. So stay there a moment, okay? If you've got one shoulder that's a problem, then you can just extend one arm, the other arm, the good one. Do that. If you want to. Try it and see if it helps. But if you're here in puppy pose with me, let's all go down into prayer pose. I'm going to keep the knees closer together here and just drop your chest down. Okay? You slide your hands down by your feet. I've got the palms of the hands facing the ceiling here. I'm just going to let those shoulders slump. You can feel your shoulder blades are spreading out. Absolutely wonderful. Well done. When you're ready, slowly pop your hands in front here just to help and sit yourself up. Well done. Okay. Now I'm going to do this kneeling up, but you don't have to. You can stay sitting down on your heels. I'm going to interlock fingers behind here. Okay. We're going to slowly lift the arms up behind and we're going to wring out our shoulders. You stay there. Let me turn so I can see you. There. So the chest is open. We're lifting the hands behind and really twisting those shoulders, wringing them out like a hand towel or flannel. Well done. A little bit longer. Take a breath in. That's it. Now breathe out. Let your hands drop down. Release. There we go. Roll your shoulders. That's good. Shake it down. Excellent. So, come on. Let's come and lay down on our back. And we can do our stretching down here. Down you come. All right. Now, hug both knees in for me, please. There. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Allow the lower back to stretch. And rock gently. If you feel a bit uncomfortable there in your neck, pop your rolled hand towel just behind your head to sort of lengthen out the back of the neck for you. It can make a huge difference, so much more comfortable. Let's go one foot down after the other. Spread your arms out. Gently let your knees sway. Very good. Torso stretch. When you're ready, lower both knees gently down to the right side. Turn your head to the left. Now, are you happy to bend your arms? Does that make any difference to you? For some of us, it's really tight in the shoulders and the chest. Can you bear it? Is it going to do you some good to do this? And some of you will find it makes no difference whatsoever, so that's great. Let's take the top leg across. So this might make it deeper in your chest, your shoulders. There. Hold it here and try and relax the best you can. This top leg, you can have it wherever you need. It's your body, your stretch. Do you want to straighten the leg? Where do you place it? Do you have your leg in the air? Are you quite happy to keep it bent? The lower leg, let's just slide that back, walk it back onto the mat a bit more, and then see, look, this top leg can now drop down even lower. And the stretch goes deeper here, up into the side here of the torso, the rib cage, and can affect the chest and the shoulder stretch. So it's finding our stretch that's comfortable for us right now, here, right now. It can feel different at different times of the day. And if you feel ready, let's come gently back to the middle and let your knees sway here. You're doing really well. Take a breath in. And now as you breathe out, just lower your knees down to your left side. Turn your head to the right. We're going to do it all again and just find how our body feels on this side. So arms bent or straight. Top leg coming over. You're going to keep it bent or straight. Where's the stretch? And the lower leg, walk it back onto the mat a bit more so the top leg can just go over a bit deeper if you need. Stay here and breathe. Close your eyes. This is really good. It's wonderful just to stretch out the body. Sometimes we need to do this sort of first thing in the morning before we've even got out of bed. Or if you just come back from a walk, do it then. Or any time of the day. Some of you actually like to do it just before bedtime. When you're ready, gently, carefully come back to the middle and let your knees sway. We're going to do our frog pose this morning. So you don't have to use your rolled hand towel. It just enhances it. So you decide, okay? This needs to be in between your shoulder blades. And sometimes it takes a little bit of fidgeting. And I'm going to lay on it. There we go. And I'm going to drop my head back. So the dropping of the head back creates this arch here. And this is where we want to feel that beautiful opening out of the chest. So, may I have a frog pose here with your feet, dropping the knees out. And then arms, this is going to take it a bit deeper, is you just gently place them behind you on the floor. That's it. Close your eyes. And I want you just to spend this moment now just listening and watching your own body. Checking in and making sure everything's okay. Fidget around if you need. Some of us prefer to have our knees together and our feet out like this. Some of us are actually much more comfortable with our legs down and relaxed. Okay, you find your spot. Let's just stay here for a moment and breathe. Our eyes are closed, and that allows us to relax our face. So smooth out with your brow. Deep breath in and let that breath out. Sink into the floor. Can you just relax around your mouth, into your jaw? Just checking that you're not gripping with your teeth and that you're not pressing your tongue up into the roof of your mouth, to be able to completely relax and let go. Breathe. Feel your tummy rise as you breathe in. Feel your tummy fall as you breathe out. Feeling as light as a feather. That at times we can feel our bodies sinking down into the floor. And other times we can barely feel our body touching the floor at all. We feel weightless. Which one are you today? Are you floating or sinking? They're both lovely sensations. Now, if you want to stay here for longer, please do, as long as you want, as long as the day will allow you. But otherwise, we're going to just bring our arms down. We're going to use our hands to just push one leg in and then the other. And here we can just roll over onto our side and sit ourselves up. Now, some of you are asking about ways of getting up off the floor. Now, there's lots of ways. You could have a chair nearby, and you can use that to help. But what about this way? It's kind of reversing what we did to get down on the floor. So we're going to come round onto all fours. Okay? We're going to bend our toes, and we're going to push up into a downward dog. Like this. Stretching the back and the hamstrings again. We're going to walk our hands in towards our feet, but I'm not going to ask you to stretch the legs here. We can bend the knees and soften it so the back is easy and so are the hamstrings. Okay? We're going to place our hands on our knees and use your hands just to push your chest up higher. So I'm here. Still got my legs bent. My hands are actually supporting my lower back. I'm going to tuck the tailbone under so I can arch the back, so it's like a cat stretch here. Nice stretch, and breathe in. Now as you breathe out, just start to walk your hands slowly up your thighs, pushing with your hands to get you up to standing tall. And there we are, we've made it up to our feet. So hands together and breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, open your arms out, draw them down, and we're right back where we started again. Roll out your shoulders. Wonderful. Well done, everyone. And shake it down. Lovely. That was great work, and hopefully that's going to set you up for the day ahead. Okay? Give me feedback, let me know how you're getting on. Anything you liked, didn't like, can I help with an adaptation? But you're looking amazing. It's looking really, really good, everyone. And thank you for joining me. Have a lovely day, and I will see you soon. If you're not in my Pilates and More group on Facebook, come along, join in. We've got some lovely Pilates exercises and stretches that we're working on. They're all very basic. They're very gentle. Okay? Never going to make you do anything really technical. We're just going to stick with the lovely calm stuff, and we're going to gradually introduce our bodies to some beautiful Pilates work. So you'd be welcome to join us on the journey. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.